What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Hey guys, another video from EFJ. This is Steven.
And this is Mark.
And today we're going to bring you some footage of me in the gym. A lot of bodybuilding. You know, Mark does a lot of agility work, but you're going to see some gym footage as well. So here's me doing some curls. And today we're just going to talk about, you know, just getting better in the gym and having a planned workout and make sure you're going in there, you know, not just to fool around, but to actually take things seriously. And that's how you're going to get better. So
yeah, so every time that you go and have a workout, you should always have something planned out of, you know, your sets. Well, even if you don't know how you're gonna feel that day, or you know, when you walk into the gym and you know, sometimes you walk into an area and it might be used up in like the squat rack, or maybe, you know, certain dumbbells or certain weights, you know, on a packed day. You should always have something written down, have a plan, so you know what you're doing while you're there and you're not just wasting your time. There's no progression from just, you know, sitting down and doing nothing. So get in there and have a plan, you know, and execute that plan when you get into the gym.
And also it's important to have a plan B because, like you said, you never know how the gym's going to be that day. If it's super packed, there's going to be people on the machines, and you know, all the dumbbells could be taken that day. So you definitely want to have a plan B, because you don't want to just be standing around, you know, looking like an idiot. Obviously it doesn't matter what other people, you know, think or care what you do, but it's very important to just know what you're going to do that day, because your rest periods and your sets and your reps are all going to be, you know what you're doing. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to look at your phone or whatever, look up something or anything like that. You're just going to go in there, knock it out, and then get out, which I think is the main goal and the main purpose to, you know, to get better. Because if you're not setting goals, and if you're not, you know, getting better by planning it out and knowing what you're going to do, then you're not going to get better. So I think it's really important.
I think it's really important in general just to prepare and get ready for anything, not just working out. You know, it's always very important to prepare, you know, have a plan, even though it might not work out how you planned it out, and you might have to switch it up. It's the same thing applies when it comes to working out or to doing any type of training. You go in and you have a plan, but you know, as your body changes, as different things start happening, you should be able to adapt. And yeah, you may not know everything or how to handle certain situations, but you know, you can always do your research. We live in a time right now where you can go into the internet, you can read a book, you can go anywhere, and there's a lot of information out there. So going anywhere or doing anything unprepared is, you know, it's not really it shouldn't be an excuse nowadays.
And that's another reason why fitness is my passion, because a lot of this stuff you do in the gym, you can actually apply to real life. You know, like you said, like planning things out. You always want to do that for, you know, anything you're going to do at your job, or, you know, whatever you're doing that night. Like, you always want to make sure that things are going to be more effective if you actually plan things out. So that, and just your whole mental state and giving your best, and just, you know, working your hardest at something. There's nothing more satisfying than, you know, going in there and just giving it your all. And honestly, you can do that anywhere. So, like, you know, like I said, at the workplace, if you want to, you know, you want to make sure you give it your all, or else you're not going to progress at what you're doing. So just working out in the gym is just going to make things, going to give you life lessons to learn that you can actually apply in real life. And that's why I think working out is just more than, you know, getting stronger, getting more powerful, but it's also about just getting better every day at, you know, who you're being and what you're doing outside of the gym as well.
Yeah, so like Steven said, what you're learning here while you're working out, there's a lot of things that you can learn that you can apply to your daily life. I know I definitely learned plenty of discipline back when I used to train a lot for soccer, and that's carried on with me to other things outside of playing sports, and I see it nowadays, you know, in my work ethic and my mentality. And when I want to achieve something, you know, when you work out, you can see progression, even if it's small. And that's the same thing with life, you know. You set a goal, you have goals in life, and you know, you might not reach them right away, but you're slowly getting to them, and it's a great feeling to reach them, to, you know, see progression.
Also, a lot of people think that they have to be, you know, to go in the gym, they have to be, you know, working towards something significant, like maybe a bodybuilding competition, or like a, you know, try to be a professional soccer player, football player, whatever you're trying to be. But it really doesn't have to be that way. Goals are what you make them. If you just like doing it, some people might not even have goals. They just, you know, love to work out. But obviously it's important to have goals, but a lot of people think they have to have like the highest, you know, goal in mind, which really isn't the case. For me, it's just getting better as a person, and you know, something simple as that can take you a long way in life. So I want to let you guys know that it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to do it to become a professional, but consistency is key, and if you're not being consistent, then you're not going to get better. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely true. You know, you can even see it. You'll see it through our channel. The way that Steven and I train is different. Personally, you know, don't really care too much about the aesthetics. I mean, I do want to get stronger. I want to get faster. I want to be a better athlete. That is my goal. Whereas Steven, you know, he cares a little bit more about aesthetics because he is a bodybuilder. He likes that. That's something that he likes. Whereas with me, I'm not too into that. You know, you'll see that as, for instance, in the way that we train.
Yeah. So even though we're looking for different results, like he said, we still have goals, and our goals are still pretty similar. Overall goal is, you know, to get better. But even though the results are a little bit different, we still have this same mental mindset when we go in the gym. And a lot of people think it's just, you know, physical, but the gym is, you know, a lot about mental. And even, you know, training the way Mark trains is definitely mental, because there's always going to be barriers in anything you do, and especially in fitness, either whether you're lifting heavy weight or if you're, you know, trying something for the first time, you just got to go and do it. And a lot of people get scared or you know, whatever, but at the end of the day, if you don't try it, then you'll never know. So if you just go in there and you know do what you can, and like he said, you can research. There's so many tools out there to research and get better at what you want to do. So, you know, don't be afraid to try something new, or don't be afraid to go for, you know, a super heavy set, because you'll never know if you don't. And that's how you get better, is just by taking chances, taking risks.
The biggest thing out of this that we want to talk about is, you know, plan. You know, have a plan of what you want to do. I think that's the biggest thing in order to achieve something is to prepare. Don't go in there unprepared, or, you know, in anything, because you don't know what's going to end up happening. So be prepared, get ready, and go do it. Just do it, you know.
And also be prepared for the unprepared, honestly, like, because you might go in there prepared and you might think something, but if something doesn't happen the way you want it to, or you don't hit what you want to hit, then, you know, you got to be prepared to face that outcome. And it's all about, you know, staying positive, keeping a positive mindset, and you just got to think that, you know, next time I'm going to get it. Don't put yourself down, because that's just going to it's just going to unmotivate you. And it's just important to stay positive, plan things out, and, you know, better things will happen that way. So
yep. So thank you guys for joining us today, and we'll see you on our next video. Let us know what you think.
The video, you know, subscribe, like, in the description, you know, follow our social media accounts, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you.